Greetings. Greetings, fellow soul sisters and soul brothers. Welcome to another Insight Timer Live. My name is Jeffrey Eisen. I am a spiritual life coach, the channeler of Shaltazar, and an energy intuitive. And here we are, October the 1st. I guess no matter whether in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere, as it was not the case with the equinox where it represented different things. We may be in different time zones, but we are at the beginning of a new month. Yes. So I'd love to hear from you. Let me know where you're from. If this is your first time here, and most of all, how are you feeling? Today, we are going to be talking about trusting your intuition, connecting with the unseen, one of my favorite topics. So, where are you, people? Let me hear from you. Not sure anyone else has noticed, but I have had some technology glitches lately. I know we are not in Mercury retrograde, but some interesting little glitches these days, I think, just to keep me on my toes. I'm not sure what you are feeling. Jacqueline, welcome back. Hello from upstate New York. Wonderful, Jeffrey and all. Excellent. Margaret from Australia, early morning. Wow. Thank you, Margaret, for joining us. And Amelia, good morning, good people. Yes, we are good people. We are great people because we are here, right? Yes. Melinda, good morning from northern Kentucky. Lisa Nanda. Helena, my neighbor up in Newmarket. Yes, how are you? Right, beautiful. All right, so is everyone ready today to get a message from the unseen world? I hope so. I really hope so, because the last few days have been a little bit lower and slower energy, and I just realized what it was. I can't say I love when the universe does this to me, but it is part of the game where you go through something and it's a little bit unpleasant. And then when you start to get out of what I would call the tunnel of darkness, it then seems to make some sense. And just this morning, started yesterday afternoon, I had a massage, and the massage therapist talked about how tight I was and what I must be holding on to. And, something clicked, and it's like, oh yeah, I get it. I've been holding on to some lower and slower emotions, not expressing them, and it not only tightened me up energetically, emotionally, and mentally, but really tightened up my physical body as well. And one of the things that I've learned from Shaltazar is that, and I believe it to be true, I'd love to hear your feedback on it, when we are going through unpleasant, uncomfortable, lower and slower emotions, there is a tendency not to feel them fully, but to move to our mind. And that's what happened to me in the last week or so. I have moved to my mind, and I was doing busy stuff, and that was just causing me to jam up more than anything. I'm a believer that we have more than one body. We have a physical body, we have a mental body, an emotional body, an energetic body, and a spiritual body. And at one point, I kind of thought that they were hierarchical, that the lower vibrating physical body was at the bottom of the list, and the highest vibrating spiritual body was the highest. But Shaltazar has led me to believe that it isn't linear. It is not linear, that it is more multidimensional than we understand it to be. Jacqueline, you are ready to receive. Helena, body holds emotions in not so nice ways. Yes, absolutely. But the universe sent me this new massage therapist that I found, and she really loosened things up, and I could tell My sleep last night was very, very interrupted. Woke up at 339. 3 times 3 is 9. Haven't had a chance to meditate or tap into the message that I got at 339. But I could feel, and one could easily interpret, and I'm going to play a Shaltazar message for us to get things going. Just waiting to see if some more people are going to join us. We're going to play the message. I'm going to bring in some light language, and then I'm going to ask each and every one of you to connect to the unseen world and bring a message of your own through. Yana, hello, welcome. And everyone else some people seem to be connecting with other people. It's a beautiful community we have here. I hope we are all appreciating and supporting Insight Timer in any way we possibly can. It is a great place. I love it. I have my family, my true family is here, and I love sharing the wisdom of Shaltazar. By the way, for those of you who have not already followed me, I'll put up a little card, and please follow me and check out. There are new messages coming every day. The audio of the Oracle card deck, the Wisdom of Shaltazar Oracle card, are up. They're just about all up. There's 55 of them. In the coming days and weeks, I will be finishing that. And it's in a playlist as well. So if you want to have some fun, just go onto the playlist, randomly scroll, pick one, and you may find it's really kind of interesting. Arlene, hello. Welcome. Anybody else? Where are you from? How are you feeling? Is this your first time here? And I'm going to open it up to another question, and that is, what is your personal experience with the unseen world, with your intuition? What are you finding success? What are you finding difficulty with? What questions do you have? This is around connecting to the unseen world. Jacqueline, I saw today also, not the time, it was something else on my phone screen, and took a mental note of it to 3 times 3 = 9. Interesting. So now we're getting confirmation that is often the way the universe communicates. I haven't had a chance to look that up, but I'm sensing that 339 is going to show up. And usually when I usually turn my clock away when I'm sleeping, because I find if it's beside my bedside, I'm always looking at it. Last night I kind of got up and it's like, oh, is it time to get up? So I turned my clock around and I remembered 339 and I said, oh darn, it's not time to get up. The late Wayne Dyer used to say that between 3 and 4 a.m. is the God hour. Lisa Nanda, since I have your cards, I should listen to them daily. Thought about you yesterday. Thank you, and thank you for joining, Lisa. That's wonderful. Yana, first time here and never heard of Shaltazar. Just curious about the topics here. Excellent. Shaltazar, Shaltazzar. Shaltazar. I don't know if I spelled it right. The topics here are very mystical. Shaltazar is an entity that I have been channeling for 17, 18 years. Yana, just, by the end, tell me if the topics appeal to you, resonate with you, and welcome and thank you for joining us on the live. Jacqueline, the spiritual meaning of the angel number 339 relates to spiritual growth, creative self-expression, and serving others through compassion and love. It signifies that positive changes and spiritual enlightenment are on the horizon, and you are encouraged to embrace new opportunities, trust your intuition, and use your talents to uplift those around you. Well, I'm up for that. And that's kind of interesting, that you say that, because usually when I'm coming out of the tunnel of darkness, I do find myself moving to a higher spiritual enlightenment. So let's set the intention that all of us are able to move to a little bit higher spiritual enlightenment today. And as Jacqueline and I have found with our 339, we want to trust our intuition, and we want to use our talents to uplift those around you. I'm up for it. Jeffrey, my namesake. Hello, fellow Jeffrey. Welcome. Emilia. Excellent. Okay. Anybody want to share some of their experiences of connecting to the unseen world? Why I ask is because what some of us experience, a lot of us experience. It is different for everyone, but sometimes when you share, that is one of the tricky things about connecting to the unseen world, is that we think there's a process. We think that how it is for me is going to be how it is for you. Having connected to Shaltazar for 17, 18 years, and to the unseen world, my connection continues to evolve, change, transform, and often intensify in ways that I cannot even understand. So by sharing your experience, and I know that many of us have experienced in our earlier personal history, that being shut down because people don't want to hear about it. Parents, friends, relatives, they say, oh, that's, what are you talking about? That's imaginary. As a matter of fact, I've checked in. Thanks for reminding me. I've checked in with Shaltazar, and I'm being nudged to bring forth the Shaltazar message on how the imaginary friends we had when we were growing up are really the unseen world coming to us in a more childlike way. And so if we want to connect to the unseen world, you kind of have to get back to more of a childlike way to let go of the mind that often prevents us from that. And that's the message that I'm going to play from Shaltazar. Lots of them coming out lately. It says, trusting what you cannot define. Yeah, I had to look it up because I cannot remember all of the messages and their names. I do hope you check them out. 44 of us here. 44. One of the energies of Shaltazar, the master healer. Is everybody ready for healing? I am. And thank you for those hearts. Thank you for your attendance. Thank you for the donations that you have given in the past. I'm going to put that little card up like I'm supposed to. Thank you for supporting Insight Timer. It is a phenomenal platform. Lisa Nanda, my connection has mostly been in my dreams, where I made them vividly, and that's understandable, Lisa, because in our dreams we've sort of quieted the mind. And if you want those connections, if you want to intensify or bring those connections into your waking hours, then you have to duplicate the quieting of the mind, the energy that you have when you are sleeping. Helena is ready. Beautiful. You see them vividly, my angels, helpers. Excellent. So you can see them in waking hours, and hopefully that is going to happen for us today. Yes. Any questions? Any comments? Since we're at 44, maybe it is time. Sleeping hours, right? Okay. Lisa says, well, we have to duplicate those sleeping hours. Emilia, for me, it seems I'm not able to make the distinction between unseen and now. For example, I asked a coworker, where are your glasses? And she responded, I'm scheduled to pick up my glasses after work today. How did you know I'm getting glasses? You must have seen into the future. She said, from my end, it seemed I simply saw her always with glasses. Right. Okay. So from my perspective, that is tapping into the unseen world. You know, when you talk about a distinction between the unseen and the now, the unseen comes through in the now. And so you are really strongly connected if you saw that person with glasses, because the now that I think you are talking about is the eternal now. In the higher dimensions, there is no time, there is no space. And so when we get a guidance from the unseen world, what we are getting is possibilities, because I know it's hard to imagine in the fourth dimension where there is time, but you transcended time. Lisa Nanda, in your sleep, you are transcending time, right? I don't know if anyone else is aware of their dreams, but they don't make linear sense. They don't make linear sense. Bex, welcome. It's been a while. Thanks for coming back. Right. Whoa, 52 people. That's when I was born, 1952. By the way, thank you for this amazing send-off, because I'm going on vacation and I won't be back for a while. The next Insight Timer Live that I do is, actually, I'll put it up, October 29th. Yes, we're heading off to Portugal next week for a vacation. I need that every once in a while. Looking forward to connecting with nature, getting lots of photos on my camera, and then sharing them, sharing them with the world. Thanks, Bex. Okay, Helena, you're going to my homeland, my friend. Yes, I think you mentioned that last week. We're going to Lisbon and then down to the Algarve for a much needed rest. Yes. It tells me, my Wi-Fi signal said bad and then went to excellent, which, by the way, that's kind of the way the unseen world works. Your connection is strong and then you lose it. And so, right. All right. Before I play the message that I want to play, I just want to go over what I believe are the steps of connecting to the unseen world. I'm not a step person. There is no logic and linearity in connecting to the unseen world, but these steps kind of help me explain how I have connected and how I help other people connect. And by the way, anyone that's interested in connecting with me one-on-one, feel free to go to my website. I'm talking to someone this afternoon, tomorrow morning, that was here on Insight Timer. JeffreyEisen.com is all you need to know. You can book a time where we can connect one-on-one, or you could go to the contact page and we can communicate via text message. Jeffrey, how is my Portuguese? Non-existent, but technology I know will help me, plus my intuition will help me, because I am always able to find people that I can communicate. Lisa is saying when she was getting healings in Brazil by the spirits who helped John of God. Yes, I do remember John of God. I've had some healing sessions on a John of God crystal bed. I would sometimes hear them while I was awake. Yes. Okay. The steps. I believe the first step is preparation. And let's use Lisa Nanda's example. Getting into a sleep state can be a preparation. It kind of limits when you can speak to the unseen world, or communicate, I should say, with the unseen world, because it would be beneficial to be able to communicate in waking hours as well. So we can prepare just like we do going into sleep. We quiet the mind, we open the heart, we move into a quieter place. That's what meditation is all about. And that's what I'm going to encourage us to do. We're sort of getting ready. We're getting ready to get a download, to hopefully connect with the unseen world. And this, what we're talking about, is preparation. Preparation is different for everyone. It's definitely different for everyone. And use your own way of preparing. The object of the game is to get out of your mind, to move to your senses and get ready for the message. Helena, I can travel with you, offer you both as translators. Excellent. That would be wonderful. So step number 2 is what I would call the sensory download. The universe communicates with us in a sensory way. You are communicating with me. You are putting text in the comments. I am speaking in an auditory way. That is not how the universe communicates with us. The universe communicates with us in a very sensory way. Hence, the terms clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient, or claircognizant. The meaning of those are explained as by audio message, hearing, by visual, seeing, by feeling, clairsentient, and claircognizant by clear knowing. It is said that we all have a major pathway, and Shaltazar has led me to believe that there are numerous and sundry ways other than those four. Anything that is sensory is a way that we can communicate to the unseen world. So step 2 is the sensory download. Now, in order for that to make sense, step number 3 is the translation. When you are going to be listening to this message from Shaltazar, those were not the words that Shaltazar spoke. That is my translation or the transcript that I came up with in putting the clear knowing, the sensory download that I got from Shaltazar. Step number 4 is the interpretation. And this is really, really kind of interesting because at one point when I first started to channel Shaltazar, I really believed that my translation was the be-all and end-all, that that's what they were saying to me. Whatever the words that I translated were the be-all, end-all, the only way that I could explain what was coming through. I don't believe that is the case anymore, and I'll explain it. Hello, Elena. Welcome. And Bonnie asked the question, step number 3 is interpretation. No, step number 3. Let's go over it again. Step number 1, preparation. I am ready to receive. Okay. Step number 2, sensory download. You get you get into that place. You get your body, you get all of your bodies ready to receive, and then you get a sensory download. Who was it? I'm so sorry, I can't remember. Amelia, right? When you saw your coworker with the glasses, that was a sensory download. You either saw it, you felt it, you imagined it. It was a sensory download, right? So that's step number 2. Step number 3 is the translation. That's when Amelia said to her coworker about, when are you getting your glasses, right? All right. Where are your glasses? Sorry, that's what you said. So the message you got was that this person wears glasses. The translation or transcription was, where are your glasses, right? So that's step number 3. Step number 4 is the interpretation. Now, Amelia may ask, why was I given that message? Why did I see that person with glasses? And why did I ask her where her glasses were? And why did she say, oh, I'm just picking them up? Did you see into the future? How do you know I needed glasses? And that's where the fun begins, interpretation. It's an art. And with any, if it's meant to be, and I want to keep moving so that we can get a chance. As you get your messages, I'm going to ask you to share them, and then the group is going to work on the interpretation. And that's when I realized that when I got a message from Shaltazar, and for anyone that has listened to some of the earlier messages of Shaltazar, the language is not as flowing, it's not as mystical, because I really believe that what came through in my journaling, that's how I first connected with Shaltazar. What came through in my journaling, those were the words that Shaltazar was speaking. Not so, that was my translation. And as I played around with the interpretation, I realized I could tweak the words. And now my process bringing forth Shaltazar messages is spending lots of time, hours and hours, rereading what my translation is, getting a sense of the interpretation, the deeper meaning of what Shaltazar is trying to say, and then tweaking the language, tweaking the wording. Last step before we listen to this Shaltazar message that hopefully will get us in the mood for each of us getting a message from the unseen world is implementation. It is really great, and for whatever reason, I'm itchy, my nose, my head, so Shaltazar is kind of sending me messages. It does sometimes come that way in our body. The body is a great bearer of messages from the unseen world. I believe that the messages we get from the unseen world are coming forth to help us live a better life, to help ourselves and to help others. And so if we stop at interpretation, it becomes very static. Okay, I got this message, right? I'm going to share a message with you now from Shaltazar. We can leave it at that. Maybe we get a few minutes of enjoyment. Maybe it puts us into the zone, right? But implementation is the final step. Are you willing to put that wisdom? Are you willing to take that interpretation? Are you willing to take that guidance and do something with it? So that is implementation. Any questions before we begin? We're going to play a Shaltazar message, all right? And then I am going to bring in some light language. I know people come and go, so if people come in part way, you will be hearing the message. And I'll remind you before I do some light language that the object of this is to prepare and get ready for your own personal download. Bonnie, you're welcome. Hopefully that clarified. So if you can get into a comfortable position, just give me a thumbs up to make sure the technology is working and you can hear this. This is called trusting what you cannot define. Hopefully it sets the stage for all of us to get a a message from the unseen. So here we go. Messages from Shaltazar, trusting what you cannot define. Greetings, dear ones. We are Shaltazar, the Gavish Baninu, the energy of 33, the Master Teacher, and the energy of 44, the Master Healer. You seek to know, you seek to understand, you seek to define. Since the dawn of your species, you have named your gods, numbered the heavens, classified your angels, and built entire systems around the unknowable. You have wrapped language around the infinite, hoping it would make you feel closer, safer, more in control. But what if we told you that every definition you create becomes a wall, not a bridge? Your minds, magnificent and sacred, are not flawed, but they are limited by the very structure that they rely upon: logic, language, and linearity. These tools serve you well in your physical realm, but they cannot contain the boundlessness of the unseen world. The more you try to define us, the further you may drift from the experience of us. For we are not meant to be known in the way you know a set of instructions, a formula, or a physical object bound by shape and weight. We are not meant to be labeled, measured, or understood. We are meant to be felt, to be surrendered to be allowed. You ask, what is a soul? What is a spirit? Are they the same? Are they different? You debate dimensions, describe hierarchies, assign genders, and invent origin stories. Not because these things are true, but because they make you feel like you understand, and understanding feels like control. But we are here to gently remind you the divine cannot be controlled or understood, for the higher dimensions are beyond your limited comprehension, and that is by design. The soul cannot be confined, the infinite cannot be charted. It is time to move beyond definition, not to discard your sacred stories, but to loosen your grip on them, to realize they are poetry, not science, maps, not the territory, symbols pointing to a truth that lives beyond words. Let go, dear ones, of the need to name what you feel. Let go of the urge to dissect the divine. Open your hearts, not your minds, and you will find us there. Can you trust what you will never comprehend? Can you allow the unseen to move through you without knowing what it is? Can you sit in communion with mystery without trying to solve it? This is your invitation to let the soul lead you, not towards answers, but toward depth, toward silence, toward presence. It is in that stillness that the unseen begins to shimmer through the veil. And if you are wondering how to begin, we offer you this gentle guidance. Sit with the mystery without seeking to solve it. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and allow yourself to rest in the silence between your thoughts. Feel what arises when you are no longer searching for answers. As you walk through your world, witness it as a sacred dream. Let each person, each sound, each image come to you not with labels, but as symbols from the unseen. Let them speak to your soul, not to be analyzed, but to be felt. And if you are willing, release your grip on one spiritual label you hold tightly, whether it is a name, a belief, or a definition. Set it aside, if only for a moment. See what emerges when you no longer need to explain. Become more comfortable with the subtlety of a feeling that arises without naming or defining it. Let it move through you without needing to attach words or meanings, and trust that its presence is enough. In these simple acts, you begin the sacred practice of communion with the mystery. You soften the mind and open the heart. You prepare the inner space to receive without comprehension, to trust without knowing, and to experience without naming. We are not a being. We are not a number. We are not a gender. We are not a name. We are the breath between the words, the pause in your thoughts, the space that holds you becoming. We are the whisper before you speak. And so, dear ones, be willing to not know. Be willing to undefine. Be willing to feel without explanation. For in that sacred space, the truth you have sought for lifetimes will begin to speak, not in language, but in light. We bring you this message from a place of love. Our love for you is unconditional and everlasting. It is a love that asks for nothing, not even your understanding. It simply is. Let go of the need to know, and let that love guide you beyond the boundaries of mind in to the infinite embrace of the mystery. Now I am going to bring in some light language, hopefully for those of you that were able to listen to some or all of that message. That was the preparation. We are getting ready to receive. We're going to set the intention that whatever comes forth is for our highest good and the highest good of all concerned. Because sometimes we bring forth a message. Amelia, you brought forth a message possibly for your coworker about her glasses, and you may not even know that you brought forth that message. So I'm going to bring forth some light language. I'm going to ask all of you to get into a relaxed place, to quiet your mind. And what you may receive, because this is maybe not the most ideal preparation, depending on where you are. And I'm here presenting, so you never know what is going to come through me. It might simply be a word. It might be a color. It might be an animal totem. It might be some more numerology. We might get some more explanation of 339 or some of the other numbers that we have been seeing. As the audio was playing, I looked down at my in-progress timer, and it was 33 minutes and 33 seconds. So let go of any expectations of what you may get. Just be open to any of it. And we'll see if the light language can help with your preparation. Before we start, anyone that wishes to put in the comments, I am ready to receive, because whether you're thinking it, whether you're writing it, I think it's a little bit more, I think it helps us if we're prepared to write it in the text in the comments, in front of all of the beautiful soul sisters and soul brothers we have here. Are you ready to receive? Yes, Bex is. I am. I am ready to receive. Jacqueline is. Allie is. Yes. We are ready to receive a wondrous universe. Helena, Patricia, I'm ready to receive. Yeah. Helena is. Here we are, beautiful people. Shau nau nau nai kau tatare. Shia una. E kau tau tauna. Shia una ika e tau tatare. Shimau. Shia umau tatau tatai kau nanare 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 nanare. Greetings, dear ones. We are Shaltazar, the Gavish Bunny Nu, the energy of 33, the Master Teacher, and the energy of 44, the Master Healer. We are watching on as all of you are ready to receive. And let us assure you that we are sending your way every moment of every day. Divine wisdom, divine guidance, and most of all, dear ones, unconditional love. Can you feel that love? Because if you cannot feel that love, maybe that is the block that is preventing you from receiving more from us. So open your hearts, dear ones. Open your hearts wide with no blocks. Be as vulnerable as you can and trust and know that the unconditional love of Source is available to you every minute of every day. In order to receive, you must let us in. And we know that often you are afraid that if you let in the unseen world, the invisible, the higher dimensions, that there is a fear that more will come in, that darkness will enter your aura, your energy field. And that fear keeps us away. So we ask you, dear ones, to move through that fear, to realize that the darkness that you are seeing in the world is not to prevent you from connecting with the unconditional love of Source. It is nudging you. It is nudging you to trust what you cannot know. And as that message said, you cannot reduce us to numbers, to names, to hierarchy. For we are everything that ever was. We are everything that is, and we are everything that will ever be. So do not be afraid to trust. Do not be afraid to be vulnerable. Simply open your heart and feel the unconditional love. For behind that love, encloaked in that love, embedded in that love, is wisdom that will help you live an easier life. And although we would like to apologize for what is happening in your world, we would only say to you, it is for a greater purpose. It is so more of you may connect with us and bring forth a transformation in your humanity that has never before been seen. Open up, dear ones. Can you feel us? Can you hear us? Can you see us? Can you sense us? Can you know us? For you are us, and we are you. A spark of the divine is within each and every one of you. Simply tap into that spark, and we become one. We bring you this message from a place of love. Our love for you is everlasting and unconditional. Shimao tatau tatati shauna kau tatare kau tatare shiau mau nana se tatau tatare. Thank you. Thank you, because what I've been going through over the last number of days is finally opening up. And that is because I have been holding in some lower and slower emotions that I didn't want to deal with. And for those of you that tuned in at the beginning of our call, I said to you that I had a massage yesterday, and the massage therapist said I was so tight and loosened up some of that stuck energy. And Shaltazar is guiding me here today to loosen up some more of that energy in my several bodies, my emotional, mental, energetic, and spiritual bodies. Jacqueline, it made me emotional too. Well, I'm glad it did. Helena's so emotional. Okay. Pull it together, Jeffrey. You got 15 minutes left. By the way, interesting, just as I finished that Shaltazar channeled message or the light language, I looked down again at the in-progress counter, and we were 44 minutes and 44 seconds. So numerology is alive and well, bringing us messages. What did you get, beautiful people? This is up for you. This is for you. Share with me whatever popped. Doesn't matter how small, how inconsequential you think it is. We will, step number 4, help you interpret it. Bex, thank you, Jeffrey and Shaltazar. I feel the love. We are love. Yes, Rebecca, I'm very late here in Dallas. Just on time, Rebecca. Just on time. I'm a firm believer in divine timing. Who wants to share what came through in either when I was playing the Shaltazar message, when I was doing the light language, or when I was channeling the Shaltazar message? Anything, no matter how small. Do not judge it. Do not censor it. Do not think, oh, that's not a message from the unseen. Shaltazar encouraged us to be vulnerable, so share. Jacqueline got a bunch of 3s and a bunch of 4s, 33, 33, 44, 44. I love it. Yes. Emilia, I felt a blanket of coldness over me, then felt emotional as well. A tear or two fell. Okay. All right. So we have tears, you had emotions, and you had coldness. All right. Are we ready to interpret? Emilia, what do you think? I'm going to share mine with you. I think the coldness is what we are feeling in the world. We're feeling that darkness. Shaltazar talked about some darkness out there. I think the coldness you felt is the darkness in the world, right? And then you felt emotional as well. If we unpack that emotional, I think it was sort of like breaking the ice. The emotion is a higher vibrating energy. What I'm getting a sense of is the emotion that came through. The emotion that came through was melting the coldness, was warming the coldness. And the tear is the coldness, the ice of the coldness turned into water, right? And your emotions, you did it. So Emilia, what I'm getting, you're very, very powerful. You got the glasses thing, right? What I'm sensing is that you unfroze the coldness and brought some softer, gentler energy. You are a channeler. I highly recommend you keep working on it. Lisa Nanda, love this, got 111. By the way, I know someone there that you can buy a crystal bed from. Ah, okay, excellent. The John of God bed. Rebecca, what just popped? And I love the way you said that, what just popped. Hopefully, Emilia, that makes sense. That's a very powerful message. And thank you for allowing me to show experientially what step number 4, interpretation, means. Because someone could say coldness, emotion, a tear or two. If you look at it through linearity and logic, it doesn't make sense like it does to me, where I have been playing around and doing the best I can to enhance my art of interpretation. All right, what else? Rebecca, what popped is now is my husband, Jeff, is so tight. He needs to get a massage too. He's been busy and studying and has been yet to mourn his father's death 6 months ago. Okay, so you're getting that tightness. All right, I love it. I love it. How does that relate? How does that relate to Amelia's, right? We're feeling the tightness. We're feeling the coldness. That's what you helped me do. You helped me. And that's, I think, the message that is coming through all of us is we need to let go. We need to connect to our emotions. We need to let go of the tightness that we are, tightness, coldness, darkness that we are feeling all around the world. So, Rebecca, your message is right in sync with what came through Amelia. Jacqueline, yes, love, 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 unconditional love. Got it. Kay, everything is going to be all right. Yes, that made sense, right? So, how's it going to be all right? If we allow the emotion, if we allow ourselves to feel more, if we allow, Shaltazar said in that message that they are beaming us love. We need to open up to it and not be afraid. So we need to feel more, think less, and then it's going to be okay. Yeah, then it's going to be okay. Bex, donation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to put up that donation little card if someone wants to make it easier. I'm not sure. I don't think it's very difficult. Oh, hang on. There it is. I don't think it's really difficult to make donations. You people are, and it is so greatly appreciated. 444. Lisa Nanda, I've been feeling deep coldness for weeks, right? And even though we live here in Toronto, it's been warm. That coldness, we are feeling the darkness. We are feeling the coldness, the separation, yes, all right? We are being asked to warm things up. Are you feeling it? I am. I hope you are. Thank you for this. All of you, this is healing for me. Amelia, wow, I had an image of being plugged deep into the earth. It's amazing you mentioned darkness, right? We are here to bring the light. We're here to bring the light. Are you ready? If you are, put it in the comments. I am ready to bring forth light. Any words you want. Rebecca, I am physically exhausted, just had a birthday, 9/29. Happy birthday. Lawn work and tight all over. There's that tightness, right? Tightness, coldness, right? Right. Yes. Thank you for confirming what I am going through. This is confirmation, right? So lots of birthday wishes for Rebecca. Amelia, my mind is blown. Wow. Excellent. Good for you. You came here for a reason. Thank you. Again, anybody that wants to connect with me individually, jeffreyeisen.com is my website. Just go to the website and there's easy ways to connect. I'd love to connect more than just here. So feel free to do so. What else we got? Sharon Lynn, light language. I got some. Come, beloved, I felt love. Yes, we are being drawn in. We are being drawn in. The way we're going to melt what is going on out there is connecting to the light, connecting to the light. Yes, connecting. Talking very fast. You see how my energy shifted, by the way. I was really, really down in that emotional connection, and then all of a sudden it just, you know what? Oh, what's coming to me? Plunger. Anybody feel a plunger here today? I feel a plunger. Yes, I do. We are opening it up. What else we have? Bonnie donation. Thank you so much. You guys are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. Thank you. Lisa Nanda, wish I wasn't so sensitive then. Right. You got to work on, you got to have trust. That sensitivity has hurt many of us. Many of us, we were taught sensitivity is a weakness, but it's not. So let's embrace it. That's what I'm getting today. You want to get unstuck? The only way to get unstuck is to get the light plunger, to get the emotions going, right? Jacqueline, yes, happy belated birthday, Rebecca. Birthday message, maybe. Yeah, okay. Birth, rebirth. Oh, there it is. Right. Thank you for that. Okay, birth is rebirth. I've been looking for a rebirth the last number of months. I felt one is coming. It's been 20 years that I've been on my spiritual journey. I'm sensing rebirth. Thank you for Rebecca mentioning that birthday. I think it is time for a new rebirth. Allie, I felt a wave of love in my chest while you were channeling. I want to allow and trust. Right. You want to change that, Allie? Put it in the comments. I am allowing and trusting. You don't want to, otherwise you're going to get stuck in want, right? You did it. If you felt the love in your chest, you allowed and you trusted, and that's why it's there. So we are not going to want, we are doing it, right? Lisa Nanda's ready to bring forth the light. Yes, Allie, allow, where is that? Allow and trust more. Helena, yes, some emojis. By the way, I love emojis because trying to figure out an emoji is like trying to figure out sometimes what the universe is trying to say to us. So, it's, how the universe communicates with us is very much a treasure hunt. Rebecca, thank you for the birthday acknowledgement, guys. You're welcome. Sharon Lynn donated. Oh, lots of donations. Oh, I'm going to have fun in Portugal. Thank you so much. Bonnie, my stomach has hurt for weeks. The word loosen makes me cry. Tired of being tight. Will envision ropes loosen today. Excellent. Yes. So our healing today is realizing that we have been tied up in knots. We have been tight. We have been allowing what's happening around us to create that ice, that coldness, but we can melt it. Can you feel the love melting it here today, people? What a send-off you are giving me. I love it. Rebecca, ooh, my spine just popped, Jeffrey. Ha! Like healing happens. Can you feel the healing? I can. Whoa! This is fun. Yes, it is. Healing is happening today. And all of you are helping me. You are the healers. Are you ready? Okay. Allie is allowing and trusting. Elena's allowing and trusting. Jacqueline, Sharon Lynn, and Elena, I see you're both in Newmarket, Canada. Oh, wow. And so am I in North York, just a little bit south. Allie, I can't find the emojis on here anymore. I miss that, so I heart a lot. Beautiful, right? Well, maybe, Allie, you can't find the emojis because the universe wants you that's too easy to put an emoji. They want you to own it. They want you to say in words, in type, what it is you want to say. Helena, oh really, Sharon Lynn, where are you? All right, Sharon Lynn and Helena, you guys better get together. I'm sensing, we're bringing community together here. Right. Arlene, going to miss you, wishing you an amazing time in Portugal. Thank you. I will be thinking of you, and I really look forward to coming back on October, I think it's the 29th. Let me put that up again. By the way, I have 2 courses. I don't plug those courses enough. They are a Shaltazar Guide to the Art of Communicating with the Unseen World. Please check it out. It's a 7-day course, and another one called Letting Go of Obsessive Thoughts. I'll put the first one up. I am waiting to bring forth some new messages. Oh, isn't that interesting? I go to put it up, and it's spinning and spinning and spinning. Oh, there it is. Interesting. Yes. What else we got here? Jacqueline's allowing and trusting. Beautiful. Sharon Lynn, where, yes, we are. Call me at. Right. Okay. Sharon Lynn and Helena are going to get together. Rebecca wants to know, who is Shaltazar? Excellent. You spelled that just about right. It's an A instead of an E. Shaltazar. Rebecca, if you have followed me, just go to my profile and search who is Shaltazar. There is a message. We're out of time, so I can't talk about it here. If you want to connect with me, I'd be pleased to do so. Jacqueline, and we have 2 Helenas here. Wow, beautiful. Sharon Lynn at Healing Path Center. My phone number, gotcha. Wow. Did everybody have fun today? I think my internet connection says it's bad, and I don't think it's me. I think it must be. I think it must be Insight Timer. Anyway, I think it's my signal to leave. Thank you all for attending. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for the donations. Please, please, please check out all of the great messages on my profile, Jeffrey Eisen. I'll see you in 3 weeks. You guys are beautiful. Thank you for the healing. I have to say that I had to pay my massage therapist to loosen my physical body, but you guys paid me, and it didn't cost me anything to loosen my emotional body. So thank you so much for the healing. See you all soon. Love and light. Beautiful. Don't want to go. Better go. Oh, look at all these wishes. Can you feel the love? Let's just sit here. Okay, I'm going to sit here for another moment. Can you feel the love? Oh, wow. This is what we need. This will melt the coldness. This will melt the ice. This will loosen the tightness. Yes, we figured it out. Thank you again.